It's because we all know financially and the labor and everything it takes to get these riders and their bikes and all their equipment bought and paid for and down to the track to complete a race. But then it gets real complicated if you have little things like cancer thrown in there and different things like that. So what makes this really special is we got two families here that have been battling cancer and doing well at it, I'm glad to say. But the riders need to realize how important that is and how much extra effort it takes to get you out there and do it. Okay? Getting a little choked up here. But with that, we got two awards. We got Sam Downer. She's getting a Cancer Champion Award because she's about got hers over the hill. We know it's a long time before you're out of the woods, but good job.
I was cancer free with my biopsies.
Well, there you go. And
I
she got the Cancer Champion, and Brian, you got the hope shot. You got the hope shot out of cancer, so you're still fighting a little
Whole
bit.
shot.
Tell me no more about it.
Yes, sir. But that's a great effort by both those families to make this happen. And then somebody like Sam's family, her rider ain't even all together anyway. So she's got mental problems and missing foot. But, all kidding aside now, that's a tremendous effort, and I realize what it takes. And hopefully your riders realize that. Because them teenagers don't appreciate it as much as they should sometimes. All right. That being said, let's start off with that little guy. Where's old Mitchell Mino? Here's the man of the hour. He's got a fan club. Wherever he goes, wherever he races, he's got like 6 or 7 women sitting around. Women, little girls hooting and hollering for him.
One of your daughter.
Now he hasn't had a lot of guys to ride with, but he still made the effort, got to the track, got to the races. He's always a pleasure to be around, except for when he's hot rodding his pit bike in the track. Other than that, he's always a pleasure. And the whole family is. But with that being said, he's got 2 awards coming, 2 first. One in the 85s, he just kicked that thing off. And then once again in the 65, 70-11. So good job, buddy, and you can get your stuff afterwards if you want, but got some shirts and liquid performance cycle wash and stuff for you. So, all right, good job, buddy.
Thank you.
Now this guy here, while it was the series was going on, Myrtle Beach was struggling, different things were happening. As important as his riding and getting to the track and getting a bunch of other plus 40 riders to the track, Marty was very instrumental in keeping this whole series tied together, as loosely tied together as it was, but it certainly would have fell apart without Marty, especially on the southern end, So we certainly do appreciate all that effort. You've certainly run the wheels off them bikes. You got broken motors everywhere, and you certainly deserve this plus 40 championship.
And mixed match boot.
I finally got ones that match, but I can't wear them both. Just to start out, I'm going to thank you and everybody up here at Jacksonville, because again, there wouldn't be no series without you, but I had a Unadilla rock laying around from when I went there last year from Gravity Cavity.
You're going to hit me with it.
No. I don't want to talk too much, but there's a few people I want to thank, especially you, Sam, my wife, who put up with a lot with me, with my riding. She's always supportive. She doesn't give me a hard time out riding, and she was always out at the races before her illness and stuff, and she's managed to make it to a few since getting sick and battling through this, and I appreciate it. I know basically she lets me ride because I'm less crabby, and I mean, for her to not to put up a fuss about it, just cost her anyway. But yeah, I want to thank, seeing Terrence out there, he got his bike stolen, and he managed to get to all the races. Nick coming through his diabetes and made all the races, and with your dad getting sick, I mean, I don't know if the series has been cursed, and we're just all cursed, but there's been a lot of stuff go on. I could think about it before, but I can't think about it all now. Seeing Frank out there and Chris race as hard as he does, just thanks to everybody. I really had a good time. Broke a 450, blew up the motor. Broke a foot last year in the winter series.
Stuck a truck on the berm.
What? Oh yeah, I forgot.
Got tendonitis that's killing me still, but thanks a lot. I had fun.
Is that really a Unadilla rock?
Did some gravity cabin
No good.
from the track.
Yeah, we were running out there as they were
Didn't
picking
have
off
one of
the,
They said nobody on the track. Of course, I went out there.
it was like, when you reach through the fence and grab them.
Okay. Well, with that being said, like I said, the few people that stuck it out and run the whole thing are everybody in this room is special. And that brings us to Mr. Special. Nick Jackson, he took many of them team challenge trophies from me and everything else. But all kidding aside, and like I said, his dad got a trophy for the effort that was made there, but the diabetes thing that he's been battling has been an accomplishment itself. So that being said, he's going to take home a 250C championship and the schoolboy championship. I don't like handing out two at a time because you can't share. So that's a great effort. Don't forget your parents' effort. Let's forget Terrence. There's no way we can forget Terrence. Second place, 250C class. It's been a pleasure. There's always something exciting gonna happen when Teresa rolls up. I had, by the way, the Monster Trophy Girl Award, but you never wore your costume.
I couldn't find it.
So next series, that gives us something to look forward to.
Alright, if I get a 7 after this wreck, I can get body augmentation.
But like Nick and everybody else in this room, we've all dealt with something. Terrence has had bikes stolen, he's rode borrowed bikes, he's done everything he could to get to the races and get qualified and
Wear pajamas?
Yeah.
that was a big statement.
That was
in
memorable.
itself.
Don't forget about flagging
Good job.
in pajamas.
Certainly appreciate you coming out.
No victory dance?
Oh yeah, off camera. Right. Now this one we kind of stretched a little bit because he didn't quite complete enough awards because he had his own issues he's going through. Once he realized he was eligible for the series, the Marine Corps scheduled eye surgery for him, and he got eye surgery, couldn't make his last race. But Ed Hardy was here, and he was a good competitor and good friends with all of us, and certainly a big part of the Jacksonville scene here. So with that, 250C goes third place to Frank Bowersock. Frank runs his bell Bowersock.
That's a nickname now.
He's, since the last race, got a new little, what do you call him, nephew?
Yes.
Nephew.
Brady Mackay.
I'm trying to think.
That's Jackson does, she's living your
Oh boy, new nephew, new eyes. He's got the same old motorcycle though.
Yeah, same old Microsoft. It's in storage right now. They'll be out here next time.
Yeah. If we could get everybody to grab your hardware and take a quick picture, it'd be a great thing. And let's say it's small and sweet, but if you're gonna have a few riders, these are the few riders I'd like at the track every weekend.
You're getting your hardware?
If I can have everybody's attention,
Martin,
can we all
you're getting your hardware.
Joe
Oh.
a hell of an ovation.
I'm waiting for the other
This
part.
man has pulled not just a race group together, but he's made a nice little family out
Yes, he
of us.
has.
So if we could all just give him. Okay, now we're gonna have the trophies.
Pictures.
I call back.
Congrats.
Yeah, me too.
Terrence, you're like 10 feet tall, you have to be in the back.
Yeah. Can't be in
And you
that.
know I gotta stick to the same thing. The two rivals.
Every race.
I'll always ride one.
Which one? You got 3 of them here.
Smile, Terrence.
One, but 2 on the end, they dropped it.
Terrence can't get serious.
Joe, you wanna get in there?
Awesome.
I'm ready to get him out of there.
You can go.